Aloha and welcome to the Mokan Nokan show. My name is Nokan.
And my name is Mokan. We are from the planet Zoo, where our kind needs inspiration to survive.
Yes, and inspiration was running a bit short on our planet.
Yes, it was, Mokan. So we have been traveling the universe seeking inspiration.
We want to say a very special thank you to our friend and mentor, Mr. Mel, who created this show to help us find inspiration anywhere in the universe, especially on Earth.
Yes, he did, Mokan. So let's get right into today's show.
Have a great show, everybody.
And to our viewers back on the planet Zoo,
always trying hard in life. If at times your dreams they don't come true, keep on trying. Your dreams will never die. Oh, young girl, you be a try girl. Always trying real hard in your life. If at first your dreams they don't come true, keep on trying. Your dreams will never die. So give me wisdom, knowledge, understanding. Hey, give me wisdom, knowledge, understanding. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Give me wisdom, knowledge, understanding. Those are my favorite words. I love those words. Give me wisdom, knowledge, understanding. Give me wisdom, knowledge, understanding. Give me wisdom, knowledge, understanding. Hey, those are my favorite words. I love those words.
Is Kilauea. Kilauea is a place on Kauai as well as a place on Hawaii Island, and the word Kilauea means to spew forth, just like when the lava comes forth from the volcano. Kilauea.
Aloha, my name is Bula. Welcome to Kauai, and here's my song. The Garden Isle is calling me back home. The Garden Isle is calling me back home. about my home, oh yeah. Blue skies and salt water keeps running through my head. We serve spots more better than banzai black flashes to hide my irie eyes. Why Ale Ale comforts me. So let the ooh fall on thee. A whole lot of I regrets leaving the island of Kauai. I can hear the Aina calling me.
That was great! Inspiration! Inspiration! High five!
Let your life be an inspiration. Let your life be an inspiration. Let your life be an inspiration.
And now the news.
Aloha and welcome to the news desk. I'm Taylor Melky Suizu.
And I'm Annabelle Fields, and boy do we have a great show for you today.
Yes, we do, Annabelle, so let's get right to it.
Yes, Taylor, let's do that. The Ron Finley Project, the beloved South LA community garden that braved a months-long court battle after being threatened with eviction earlier this year, is keeping its roots firmly planted on Exposition Boulevard, thanks to a successful crowdfunding campaign.
That's right, Annabelle. The nonprofit was able to raise $550,000 to buy back the property from the real estate company that purchased it for $376,000 at a foreclosure auction in November.
If you don't know who Ron Finley is, he's a guy from South Central LA who, due to what he called a food desert, built an urban garden in his LA backyard in an empty pool.
That's right, Annabelle. Ron was driving 45 minutes round trip to buy organic, healthy foods.
45 minutes? Taylor, do you know that they have farmers markets all over the island 6 days a week?
I know, Annabelle.
This isn't LA, baby.
Lucky we live in Hawaii.
Well, 4 years ago, Ron Finley was invited to the island by Tom Lieber to see how we do it island style.
Let's take a look at his visit and hear from Ron Finley.
I live in South Central. This is South Central. Liquor stores, fast food, vacant lots. So the city planners, they get together and they figure they're going to change the name South Central to make it represent something else. So they change it to South Los Angeles. Like this is going to fix what's really going wrong in the city. This is South Los Angeles. Liquor stores, fast food, vacant lots. So what I did, I planted a food forest in front of my house.
So we're here at the Kalihiwai Community Garden.
Kalihiwai.
Yeah, and this is in the Ahupua'a, or the Ancient Land Division, which is essentially a watershed in Hawaii. It's in Kalihiwai on the north shore of Kauai, and this is the home of a community garden that was started about four years ago, and it's been thriving under the care of 44 different families or individuals that have individual plots here. We've also used part of it for growing our seeds for our seed bank and our community seed exchanges, and it's also the home of the food forest.
Beautiful.
So we're going to have a look at that coming up too. This is a food plant that's receiving a lot of attention lately, chia. This is the chia pet plant, yeah, in its full glory just before flowering. It's actually a dryland plant. We're not really sure we're going to get good seed off it. And here at the garden, we get 80 to 100 inches of rain a year. So plants that produce seed that dry to be good, like there's dry seeds and wet seeds, it's a bit of a challenge because it can mold right on the plant.
Wow.
This is our community garden, thanks to Joan.
Yay, Joan!
This is really the first straight up community garden on the island of Hawaii.
Wow.
Come in, get their own plot, do their own thing. Everybody gets a 20 by 20 who's subscribed. It's super affordable. And you get all different styles of gardening, which is really fun. People, they love the flowers. You can grow any kind of food here.
No, I love it because I think that's what it should be. I mean, it should be, your garden should be your expression. It should be treated, just like your material that you're gonna make your garment or your painting out of. I mean, I think that's what it's art, and that's what we should treat it as. I mean, I love that.
Well, that was very interesting. It really makes you appreciate all the people working to create healthy foods.
Well, what I think is disgusting and absolutely icky is that people just pick fruit off a tree, wash it, and then eat it. What? Well, it's not like it has proper packaging and things, and also the label of the ingredients,
No, I don't.
Whatever.
I love sweet potatoes, lettuce and tomato, green beans, cabbage and carrots and rice. I munch and I chew my spinach too, my cauliflower, broccoli and beef too. Are you inspired?
Yes, I am. Yum, yum in my tummy, tom, tom.
This is the Mokan Nokan show. Get out and do something nice because we're living in paradise. Aloha, welcome back to Get Fit, Live Rich. I'm your host, Bryce Bertoli, and each week we'll take a deep dive into all aspects regarding health and fitness. Last week we covered proper breathing technique and learned how important nose breathing into our belly is for good health. This week we'll learn how to add movement to our breathing and perform exercise. We will start by learning a simple dynamic warm-up. Dynamic means to move, and that's exactly how we want to begin a warm-up. A simple dynamic moving warm-up increases blood flow, warms up our muscles, enhances joint mobility, and prepares our body and mind for exercise. We'll start by learning 3 simple movements I call 3 to Thrive. These 3 simple warm-up exercises will energize your body so you're better prepared for a workout and for life. Best of all, you can do this 3 to Thrive routine anywhere, anytime for a quick energy boost. So hop up now and let's do it together. The first exercise in the 3 to Thrive routine is a jumping jack. Begin standing up tall with your core braced and arms down at the side. Jump your feet out to the sides as you raise your hands overhead, and then jump back to the starting position. Now for breathing. Breathe in for 2 jumping jacks through the nose, and then exhale for 2 jumping jacks out the nose. So it looks like this. Inhale, 2, exhale, 2. Just like that. That would have been 4 jumping jacks. Awesome job. The second exercise in the 3 to Thrive routine is an air squat. So begin
begin standing up tall with your feet about shoulder width apart. Send your hips back and down as you raise your hands forward. If you can go all the way down, push your knees out to the side at the bottom, then rise back up to a starting position, squeezing your glutes at the top. It's really important to keep the core braced and your back in a neutral, unrounded position throughout the entire movement. Now for breathing, inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up, all in and out through the nose. Awesome job. The third exercise in the 3 to Thrive routine is the push-up. We're going to go down onto the ground to perform the push-up. Have your feet together, arms shoulder width apart, tight core, and then slowly begin to lower yourself until you're about 2 inches from the ground. Your forearms should be vertical, and your core should remain tight, elbows about 3 inches to the side, and then press back up to the top position. Remember, as you do this, to keep the core nice and tight and the back in an unrounded position. For breathing, inhale through the nose as you come down, exhale out the nose as you push up to the top position. And then we finish the routine, a little downward dog stretch with the hips high, flat back, straight legs and heels pressing down, and take 3 breaths there. And then rise it back up. So let's do it all together. We will go 10 times through each of the 3 exercises and then finish with 3 breaths in the downward dog pose. So beginning with 10 jumping jacks. Ready and begin. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Remember to breathe. 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're doing 10 of the air squats. Step the feet out, arms to the side. Inhale down, exhale up. And there's 2. And 3. Squeezing the glutes, the butt at the top. 4. Awesome job. And 5. 6. Keep it up. 7. Almost there. 8. 9. And 10. And then on to the push-ups. Come down with the hands right below the shoulders, squeezing the core. Lower down for 1 and up. 2. Inhale down, exhale 3. And 4. 8. 9. 10. And then finish in the downward dog. Heels down, flat back, straight legs. Take an inhale and exhale. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the nose. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. And then jump it back up. Now, don't you feel better? You just energized your body and prepared yourself for more exercise. Simple movement like this can transform your body, improve your mood, and rejuvenate your health. But we must do it daily. Consistency is key. So every day until next time we meet, perform this 3 to Thrive routine 1 time per day. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on Get Fit, Live Rich with me, your host, Bryce Bertoli.
Do you know, Mokan? We all have a purpose in life. A purpose? What does that mean then? Well, you know, like our purpose is to go out and seek inspiring stories wherever we can find it, like anywhere in the universe. Oh yeah, that's our purpose. That's our mission in life. Yes, Mokan, that's our mission in life. What's your purpose in life? What's your mission?
Hello. potato, yes, and tomato, green beans, cabbage, and carrots and rice, and munch too, and spinach too, and cauliflower, broccoli too.
Rock on rock!
Aloha, I'm Dolly Kanikuni, and I am a vocal coach.
Stay with me. Stay in this little house that I have made you.
I am actually a long way away from where I was born in Naples, Italy, and came to America with my parents on the boat, which took 7 days. When I was a year old, we lived in Ohio. I was raised there till I was 18, and then I moved to California to become a singer, and then always dreamed of living in the tropics, so I've been living here on Hawaii for 25 years. I have been singing since I was 2 years old. I've been told my father sang a lot, all the old Italian songs, always whistling and singing through the house. And I used to sing in pencils with my ear up against the radio, listening to the Beatles and singing along. When I started school, I picked up the clarinet, which was my grandfather's instrument, learned how to read music and played in all the bands all through high school, and then decided I really enjoyed singing more, so I quit to join the choir. Living in LA, I began pursuing my dream of becoming a singer and found that my throat would hurt after singing a few songs, so felt that I maybe was doing something wrong and went to look for a vocal coach. And at that point, I was introduced to Maestro Seth Riggs, began studying voice with him. He's a wonderful teacher in LA, still to this day, and studied for about 5 years with him and many of his associates. And we began a teacher association program, of which I was one of the original founders, and decided that teaching was something I was really passionate about. 25 years ago, living in LA, my husband and I were raising our toddler and decided we wanted a more peaceful, relaxing place to live, a more beautiful place. We'd always dreamed of living in the tropics. We were into water sports and windsurfing and boating. So we moved to Kauai, and I began my teaching practice here. And over the years have met many people in the arts. I now am the president of Hawaii Children's Theater, passionate about theater and working with all the kids and getting them involved. I have probably taught close to 1,000 students in the last 25 years. Currently, I teach about 40 students a week. And I have students all over the world that I teach on Skype and on FaceTime. That's the great thing about technology these days. You don't have to be in the studio in person. I currently teach students as young as 4. We start with a very basic, fun singing lesson, a lot of stories, a lot of funny sounds. I like to give a 4-year-old or anyone up to, say, age 8, one thing to think about and correct for that week until the next lesson. And it's amazing how much they progress. You know, bad vocal habits, poor habits, can be learned from a very young age. And they're much harder to correct when you're older. So if you're passionate about singing, it's good to get some instruction right away. And then I've taught students, I still do, well into their 70s. Retired people who now have the time to pursue something they've always wanted to do. It's a lot of fun. I feel so very blessed to be able to teach people something that I love so much. And I hope that my students see that in me when I'm teaching them, how much I care about their instrument, their dreams, their vocal goals. And being able to do that every day, getting up in the morning and going to work and being excited about what I'm doing, it's a dream come true. It really is. I wish that for everyone. I wish it for my children, especially, that they find what they love, what makes them excited, and they do it, even if you don't make a lot of money at first. And I didn't. You know, you start with one student, it turns into 5, and it takes years for it to grow. But if you stick with it, and if you really love it, it will grow, and it will become lucrative, and you will be able to make a decent living doing something you love if you stay with it. My name is Dolly Kanikuni, and I'm staying inspired. Are you being inspired?
Sand castles in the sky. La 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 da da da. Trust in me. No, I will never be the one to hurt you.
Wow, that was a great show. Breathtaking show. It's left me feeling tingly and warm. Me too. Thank you to all who contributed to the show. We will see you right here next time on the Mokan and Nokan Show. Woo, woo.